Good morning everyone. Welcome to the computer class. Today we are going to continue chapter 3 propositional logic. The objective of my today's topic is you will learn real life-based applications of propositional logic. Students, please open your book at page number 93. In real life-based applications of propositional logic, a truth table is plotted according to the criteria given. You know, criteria means condition. The truth table generates the corresponding Boolean expression. The following examples show how to implement the above. So, let's start with our first question. Question 1. A family decides to create a voting machine that will help them to take decisions. There were 4 members in the family: father, mother, son and daughter. You can notice here that father is denoted with the variable f, mother with variable m, son with variable s and daughter with variable t. Any proposal gets passed only if any one of the following conditions is true. Now the conditions are: number 1, both parents say yes. Both children and father say yes. Both children and mother say yes. These are the conditions. Inputs are: F means father, father voting yes. M, mother voting yes. Son, S, son voting yes. D, daughter voting yes. Output is stored in variable P. The proposal is passed. In this, 1 indicates yes, 0 indicates no. Same 1 indicates yes and 0 indicates no. Now what you have to do, you have to draw the truth table for the inputs and outputs given above. Write the expression for P bracket F M S T bracket close. Students, in this type of question, we will use the variables that are given like F, M, S, T. Now we will create a truth table. How many variables are there? 4. So, truth table values will be 2 raised to power 4, that is 16. So, we will plot 16 values. Now, we will make the truth table according to the 16 values. Then, we will write the output. See the truth table on page number 94, the variables F, M, S, D. They are according to plotting like 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 2 raised to power 4. Okay, so this is 1, 1, 1, 1, that is 15. So, the first step we had done is planning the truth table. For 4 inputs, there will be 4 input columns in the truth table. For the output, there will be 1 output column. All possible combinations of the input set has to be plotted, and for each criteria or positive output, the output column term has to be made 1. Means if any one of the conditions satisfy, then you have to write 1 in the output column, and these are the conditions. Finally, for the non-happening criteria, the output column term has to be made 0. Now, first of all, we have plotted these 4 values F, M, S, T. Now, we are going to plot this value. This is your output column and is stored in variable P. This column has to be plotted according to the given conditions. Condition 1, both parents say yes. It means father votes yes, means F equals to 1, mother votes yes, M is equals to 1. So, we have to see in the truth table the values where F is 1 and M is 1, and for S and D we will consider all its values. So in our truth table, we can see F is 1, M is 1 in this one, F1, M1, F1, M1, F1, M1. So these are the 4 rows in which first condition is satisfied. So accordingly, we have plot 1 in the output column. Now condition number 2, both children and father say yes. It means father votes yes, F equals to 1, son votes yes, S equals to 1, daughter votes yes, D is equals to 1. And for M, all the values are to be considered. So it means in the truth table, we are going to write 1 in that output column where F, S and D are 1. You can see that F, S and D are 1 here. So we have written 1 in this column. And also F, M, S are 1 in this column. Here we have already written 1. Now condition 3, both children and mother say yes. For mother, M equals to 1, and for both children, S equals to 1, D is equals to 1. And all the values of F are to be considered. Students, all the values of F means F can either be 0 or 1. So now we are going to plot 1 in the column P where M is equals to 1, S equals to 1 and D is equals to 1. We can observe that M1, S1 and D1 is here. So we have write 1 over here, and MST1 are in the last row. So we have written 1 over here. So we have written 1 in 7, 11, 12, 13, 14 and 15. Rest we will put zeros. Hence our first part is completed, that we have drawn the truth table for the inputs and outputs given above. Now second part, write the expression for P if M is T. Students, for making an expression you should know the term number. So here we have to write the terms that have the value 1 in the output, like 7, 11, 12, 13, 14 and 15. So the sum of product expression means SOP. It becomes PFMST is equals to this symbol, that is the summation sign. It is the symbol of SOP, sum of product expression. So here we have written its cardinal numbers, means we have written its positions, 7, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. This is known as the cardinality of SOP. Now we are going to write it in the form of variables. The canonical form is written in the form of variables. So how we will write? Now see students, for our first value is 7. Come to the truth table. Here 7 means F is 0. So whenever in SOP any variable is having a 0 value, we are going to write it like F bar. Then M is having 1, so we will write M. S is having 1, we will write S, and D is having 1, we will write D. So my first term becomes F bar M S D. Now second value is 11. Look at the truth table. For 11 I am having F equals to 1, so I will write F. Then M is 0, it means it will be written as M bar. Then S is 1, so I will write S. D is 1, I will write D. So my term becomes F M bar S D. Similarly, we have written for 12 F M S bar D bar. For 13 F M S bar D. For 14 F M S T bar. For 15 F M S T. Students, it is sum of product expression. So, sum of product expression means we will write first the terms in product form as it is and then we will add them. So, my final SOP expression is this: F bar M S T plus Fm bar S T plus Fm S bar D bar plus Fm S bar D plus Fm S D bar plus Fm S D. So, whenever we are going to write the expression for the given truth table, we will prefer sum of product expression, means we will prefer SOP form. So, today we have learned the real life based applications of propositional logic. Do practice questions from page 95 till 98.